So the next thing is, that is for mean deviation. For group data, you have two things, that is discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution. First thing which we have dealt already, that is was your discrete frequency distribution we have already dealt with. Now today we are discussing what is continuous frequency distribution, or how you will find out the mean deviation when continuous frequency distribution is given. Okay, so for that, first thing is, if you have an interval given, continuous frequency distribution means you will be given a class interval and the related frequency column. Okay, class interval and frequency column will be given. Now what you have to do is, in your discrete case, you know that you have to if you have to find out mean deviation about mean, first you will find out what is mean, and it will be like for discrete frequency distribution, that means when frequency is also given, you will find out like sigma fi xi divided by n, or sigma xi, right? So this is the procedure. The same thing we will do here, but here the process is, when the class interval is given, you have one more column which is midpoint, mid xi. Okay, midpoints xi you have to find out, and then the same procedure, that is you have to find out x bar using the formula sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. Okay, that is for mean deviation about mean. Clear? Now if you have one more method, that is if the values of xi's are bigger, then you can use your finding out the mean will only differ. Mean deviation is same. What is mean deviation about mean? The same definition, which is 1 by n into sigma I equal to 1 to n fi into mod of xi minus x bar. So the mean deviation is not changing, but the process of finding out the mean will change. Okay, so here if your xi's are bigger in values, then you can use another method, that is step deviation method. Using step deviation method also you can find out x bar. Remaining process, that is finding out the MD, is same. Now what is step deviation method? In that you will be finding out xi. After that you will be having one more column which is di, taken as di, which is xi minus, first you will choose an assumed mean in between central value, divided by h, which will be the interval gap. Okay, or you can say class size. So class size will act as h and di will be this. So this will be your new column, and after that what will be x bar if you want to find out? That is your a plus sigma fi di divided by sigma fi, or you can say okay, sigma fi into h. So this will be the formula for x bar if you have to use your shortcut method to find out the mean deviation about mean when the values xi's which you got are bigger in value. Okay, so this is your short step deviation method, and using this method when you find out the mean deviation, because mean deviation is like the same process, you have to find out x bar, after that the same process follows, that is one more column which is xi minus x bar, mod of xi minus x bar, and fi into mod of xi minus x bar. You have to take the sum and divide it with the total number of frequencies. Okay, so shortcut method means it is not here, it is only change is in the process of finding out mean. Okay, be given fi will be given. First you have to find out the midpoint, which is xi, then di, that is deviation, which is xi minus a divided by h. A will be your assumed mean, in between any value you can choose as a. Then h will be the class size or class interval, that is your upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit will give you h. fi di you have to calculate, then mod of xi minus x bar, then fi into mod of xi minus x bar. Here the total you have to take, fi also the total you have to get, and using this formula you will get what is mean deviation about mean. To find out mean deviation about median, formula is same. You have to just replace your x bar with median value. Now in order to find out the median value for continuous, what you have to do, first again you have to draw a CF column, that is cumulative frequency column. You will be provided with class interval fi you are getting CF. Now what you need to do for about median, first what you need to do, class interval mid xi again you have to get, because here xi minus m you have to find out means xi you need. So this class interval, from this you will find out what is the midpoint of each class interval. Then fi will be given in the question. CF you have to find out. From CF again you will go for the value n by 2 and greater than or equal to n by 2, what is the value correspondingly in the CF column. You have to choose that, correspondingly go to the class interval, and that class interval will be the median class. Okay, now going for the formula for this, L plus n by 2 of, you can take capital N also, n by 2 minus C divided by F into H. This is the formula for finding out the median. Now what are these things? L is the lower limit of the median class. Suppose this is your 20 to 30, 20 will be acting as L. Okay, lower limit of the median class. So the class corresponding to the CF greater than or equal to n by 2 will give you median class. This will be acting as L. The class size will be H, that is H is equal to upper limit minus lower limit of the median class. So here if it is 20 to 30, so it is 10 H here. Now the corresponding value, frequency value will be acting as F, corresponding frequency value, and what will be C? C is the value of the, C, here you have C. Now what is this? It is the cumulative frequency of the class which is preceding the, just preceding the median class. So this is a median class, means the upper class here, its corresponding cumulative frequency is acting as C. Okay, and what you need else? Everything is over. H you got, n by 2 already you will be finding out. L is the lower limit of the median class, F is the corresponding frequency of the median class, C is the cumulative frequency of the class which is preceding the median class. Okay, so this is the formula of finding out median. After that, the same procedure, you have to calculate what is mod of xi minus m using the value which you got here, then fi into mod of xi minus m. Then you take the sigma of this, that is addition, and here also this n. So that division will give you your mean deviation about median.